I think I gave myself a really nice chance. Frustrating to come up short. But, yeah, overall, I think I had a really good week, and I think I hung in there really well today.
When that putt went in on the 18th, did you think there was a chance of maybe getting into a playoff?
No, Cameron was not going to miss that.
Okay. We'll take questions from the floor, Jim.
Cameron, apologies, there's so few of us here, but you produced an absolutely thrilling finish. Does that make being so close even worse, the fact that you had that eagle? In a strange sort of way.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it probably hurts a little worse to come up one shot short. You know, if you lose by 8, you don't really care.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played well today. And I would have signed up for 65 this morning. And to watch Cameron shoot what he did was pretty amazing.
You must also be very proud of yourself that under the sort of pressure of an open at St Andrews and all the rest of it, you played so well and you withstood that pressure.
Yeah, I think I handled it pretty well. At this point, I've not as much as some of those other guys, but I've at least been around the lead a lot this year. In the PGA too, in a major, so it's not the first time that I've been in that situation. And you know, the more I put myself there, I think I said at the PGA, one of these times I'll shoot 5 under on the back, and that'll be enough. And today I did, and it wasn't. So I guess one of these times I'll shoot 6 on the back on Sunday, and that'll be enough.
Thank you.
Okay, Joy.
Cameron, as good as a round that was from you, you also had a ringside view to an amazing back nine from the other Cameron. Can you just give us an appreciation, because I don't think anybody can really evaluate that round as well as you can.
Yeah. No, I mean, I had a front row seat to, I'm sure, one of the better rounds that's been played this year. I know we both started 4 back of 2 guys that are capable of, you know, as much, if not more, than just about everybody else in the world. And I know Cameron Smith's ranked very highly in the world. I don't know exactly what, but I'd imagine top 5 or 6. And today kind of just is more proof that he is that good, and he is, you know, one of the very, very best players in the world.
Can you when he was going to hit that shot on the 17th, the third shot with his putter, what were you thinking about his putt?
I mean, I think it was, you know, he had to be very decisive with that one, because if you are wondering about, you know, if the play he's making is correct, I think it's a really hard one. And for him to accept that he was going to have a 12-footer for par, obviously he hit a great first putt to give himself that. There's no guarantee of having a par putt that short. But, no, I mean, I think it just is another example of why he's one of the very best. He made a really good decision and executed it perfectly.
Thank you.
Alex?
Yeah, Cameron, you mentioned the PGA. Was there anything you took out of the PGA that, not necessarily even today, but even yesterday when you guys were up in the last group, that you took, that you applied this week that might have actually been beneficial?
Yeah, I think I stuck to my plan and the process of what had gotten me there really well. And not necessarily that I didn't at the PGA Championship, but I don't know if I let it come to me as much as I did today. I tried as much as I could. You know, watching him make a million birdies in a row is, in one sense, good because it pushes you. In another sense, it's hard to watch because you see him, you know, making putts and knowing that he's kind of beating you. But yeah, I think I was a little bit more patient today, and I obviously was rewarded on 18, but just came up a little bit short.
And can you talk about 1 and 9? Obviously, 1, sometimes it's just nerves, the first hole, major championship. But 9, you had birdied all 3 days before today.
Yeah, 9, I think I just tried a little too hard to get it to the green, knowing that right is totally fine. I was just trying to hit one really hard and turning right to left, and I just overdid it. Probably just maybe not the best decision I made. And, you know, not the best shot I hit today. Just one of those times.
And what about one?
One, the second putt just kind of didn't do what I thought. I just thought it went a little right and it went a little left.
One last thing. Did you, during that run of Cameron's, realizing that you were at one point leading ahead of him and then all of a sudden behind him, did you change anything that you were doing in the past over the last 4 or 5 holes to try to make up the distance?
The last 4 or 5 holes, no. I think I executed what I had to do pretty well. On obviously 15, I missed a makeable putt, but I think, I don't know what it looks like watching, but I probably played 3.5 feet of break from 6 feet or 7 feet. The hole's just on the side of a slope, and you have to get the speed perfect, and I just didn't quite. But I had a chance there, and then standing on 16, we kind of said, you need to look at 3 here, a look at 3 on 17, and a look at 2 on 18. And 16, I hit the shot off the tee, and the second shot was so close to perfect. It kind of just stuck in that fringe and came back. And if it takes a little bounce forward, I might have, you know, 6 to 10 feet up the hill at it. Obviously, you don't make all those, but I would have had another chance. And 17, I hit both shots as well as I could. I don't know if you can really get it much closer to that hole location on 17. Obviously, that putt, I left short. I hit a good putt. It just didn't release down the hill as much as I thought. And then 18, I gave myself a look at 2. That one happened to go in, but, you know, standing on 16T, I did everything that I could.
One last thing. When you were on the tee at 18, thinking you needed eagle, did you have in your mind even eagle may not be enough?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what that hole played to this week, but I'd imagine probably more than half the people were making birdie. And the way Cameron Smith chips and putts, I didn't really think he would make a 4. So, yes, I kind of was just trying to get it there. I'm trying to give myself some kind of look because you obviously never know, but just based on how he was playing and kind of how that hole sets up, I think there's a very, very good chance that 2 wasn't going to be enough.
Okay, if there are no more questions, we'll bring things to a close there. Cameron, thank you for your time.
Thank you.